That's got to stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys' offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Second down, Prescott dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Barkley
already showing the ability to transform this giant running game as they come up here on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go, fellas. Gun. Get it
out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever is going to take
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. 3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And bulldozing his way through. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's Newton. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
We're going to 52. Hey, 47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Snyder. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Newton. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Newton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. The handoff to Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Come on now. Here we go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Being chased out left. Able to fight through one tackle. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Prescott now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Damon Harrison in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A first throw for the backup Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. This is Barkley. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Barkley. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Newton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
46. 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The story